Hi everyone, I've decided to do the 3-day egg fast stroke egg diet. So I've decided to prep what I'm doing. This is an ounce of cheese. That's an ounce of cheese. Doesn't look a lot, does it? I don't know. And I'm going to have 4 eggs because I've intermittent fasted today. So I'm going to have 4 eggs. I think you're allowed between 8 or between 6 and 10 eggs a day. And there are ways you can work it out if you're good at maths, but I'm not, so I'm not going to work it out. I am allowing myself a cup of tea with milk. This will be my 2nd cup of tea with milk. I had that earlier on in the morning without food, and that milk is skimmed milk, because I think if I'm allowed, I'm meant to have a tablespoon of butter per egg. Well, I will be literally drowning in butter. So if I can have the butter as my fat, why can't I have the milk as my fat? Right, I've got my saucepan, obviously my cheese, some Lurpak as my butter, and these egg things. I'm going to whisk it up in there. I'm going to add a bit of almond, just a splosh of almond milk. This is very good. There's only 3 ingredients: water, a little bit of salt and almonds, and that's it. It's the long life version. It tastes much nicer than the refrigerated version, and you can have it in tea and it tastes fine, you know, if you're going down that route. But anyway, I'm going to pop a little bit in there, my eggs, blah blah blah, and I'm just going to have scrambled eggs because, you know, what else is there? I know there's stuff you can have, but I don't want a pudding as my main meal. I'd rather have something savoury. So, you know, let's see. Tablespoon of marge, or well, it's the Lurpak, 4 eggs and a little splosh of milk. The cheese, do I grate it? It's going to be difficult to grate, or do I just chop it up? What do I do? I knew it would be difficult to grate. The green tea that I'm having is this Supreme Matcha Green by Pucker. It really is nice. The key is to not pour boiling water in. Let the water boil and then let it stop boiling and then pour it in. It really is pleasant, honestly. And obviously with normal tea, you let the water boil and you pour it into your mug as the water's boiling, everybody. That's how you make a decent cup of tea, but not with green tea. Working my way through my 4 eggs. I think without the cheese, it might be difficult. Potentially, it's going to make me feel sick because it's quite rich because of the butter and the cheese. But the cheese does taste very nice. I just used Sainsbury's mature cheddar. I didn't get the pre-grated stuff because that's got stuff added to it to stop it sticking, and I didn't want to have stuff added to my cheese. It's easy enough to grate or whatever some cheese. I'm allowed a can of Diet Pepsi or whatever diet drink anyone wants. I think I'm allowed a couple of them. So I thought I'd have it after my green tea. I thought I'd have it for my pudding to be something sweet. So that's where we're at. I'm working my way through it. Eating it slowly. It's still hot. I'm working my way through it. Hi everyone. I did it all wrong. I'm meant to have an ounce of butter per egg. Not an ounce of butter, a tablespoon of butter per egg and an ounce of cheese per egg. And I had 4 eggs at lunchtime and only 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 ounce of cheese. And whilst I ate the stuff, I felt sick. I am now hungry. So dinner, I'm going to have more cheese, not more butter though, because that will be too much. And I might follow it with something sweet. Apparently you can make these sort of pancake type things with egg and cream cheese and a little bit of cinnamon or something. So I'm going to give that a whirl and see how that goes. And you're allowed to put like a sauce on it, so I don't know if honey counts, but maybe I'll drizzle a little bit of honey. I mean, what's half a teaspoon or something going to do? Who knows? Don't know. Anyway, that's a little update. I'm absolutely ravenous, and I don't believe in being ravenous. And normally when you do intermittent fasting or something, you don't get hungry. So this is not pleasant currently, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Bye. Right, 2 ounces. I know it's not saying anything there, but that's 2 ounces of cheese, 4 eggs and 1 tablespoon of Lurpak. I could have 4 ounces of cheese, but I thought for my pudding thing I would have cream cheese, and I'm sort of, this is new to me, so I don't know. So we'll see what happens with this, and also I'm going to prep the cream cheesy thing, and we'll see how we get on. Bye. I tend to cook the eggs sort of slowly and on a low heat, because I don't really want them to be cooked to within an inch of their lives. Oh, I can smell burning. And then this is my mixture for the pancakey thing. It's 2 eggs and 2 ounces of cream cheese. And then I'm going to add cinnamon and maybe a drizzle of honey, I don't know. Or maybe I'll just put, I don't know, we'll see. So here it is with more cheese, and to be honest, the eggs continue to cook with the residual heat. So even though it's sort of a sloppy dish, it's not, it won't be by the time I get round to eating it. And hopefully it will keep me, it won't make me feel horrifically sick, but similarly I won't be ravenously hungry later. I'm going to attempt to make the pancakey thing. So put the flame on. That is a tablespoon of coconut oil. And let's see. I've poured it in, and basically I'm just gonna see that coconut oil. Oh, maybe I'll just pour the lot in. What do you think? Should I just pour the lot in? I just don't know what to do. Basically it's going to be an omelette. Oh, I'm going to pour the lot in. I'm pouring in the lot. I've done it. Boo-hoo. Let's see how it works out. I've ended up putting this big lid on it to sort of steam cook it, and I've turned the heat down because obviously I've done it all wrong, haven't I? Well, how do I know? Because A, I'm not a baker, and B, I'm just guessing. I'm guessing here. I've put a bit of cinnamon on, and then we'll pop this lid back on. I'm worried that underneath has burnt, so I've taken it off the heat and I'm going to put it on the grill to cook the top part. I'll tell you this much, you need the diet drink. You need the diet drink when you're doing this, because it really does make you feel sick eating 4 eggs, cheese and butter, honest to God. I think that's cooked. I've got some Dorset honey and I'm going to drizzle, I don't know, sorry, I'm going to drizzle half a teaspoon or something, I don't know. I'll let you know how it tastes. I'm going to have I would kill for a cup of tea. Just a normal cup of tea with my skimmed milk. I can't have it. Oh, so I might have a chamomile or another green tea. I'm probably not drinking enough water, so I'll try and drink a bit more water tomorrow. I've had 2 cups of normal tea, a can of diet Pepsi and a green tea, and that's it. And I think really I should be drinking more. I struggle with water, but my catchphrase, let's see how it goes. Ta-ra. It's actually quite nice. I put probably about quarter of a teaspoon of the runny honey and a little shake of cinnamon, and it's actually quite pleasant. For once it doesn't taste of egg and cheese, and it's quite nice. So that makes my tally 10 eggs today. Day 2, everyone. Today for lunch I'm gonna have like a boiled egg salad, and I don't know if it's going to be too much for me, but I'm thinking, right, I'll have me 4 eggs. Clearly I need to buy more eggs. I'm going to have me lacto-free doodah, me whatchamacallit, and me mayo. But this is diet mayo, but it's still got fat in it, so there you go. What's killing me is I'm desperate for some fruit. Can I have the fruit? No, I can't have the fruit. I've got bacon in there I can't eat, that's going to have to go. I've got blueberries, I've got raspberries, bananas. It's killing me. Anyway, thoughts on how I felt this morning, waking up. Certainly lighter. I'm taking this product called Mag07, which is a cleanse. A bowel cleanse. It's magnesium. It's extremely good. It comes in a powder form or tablets. I take tablets. You can get it in London or in the UK from somewhere called the Finchley Clinic online. It's very good. It's not a laxative, so you don't get addicted to it. It's very good for cleaning out, because I don't want to get egg bound anyway. I'm just boiling this water for the eggs, and as I was saying, thoughts on how I felt this morning, quite light. I mean, how eating 700 eggs and 8,000 grams of cheese is going to make a person lose weight, I don't know. But I felt quite light. I'm probably doing it wrong because I'm having a cup of tea. I've had a cup of tea with milk. I looked up the carbs of milk and all that lot. Of course, milk has got lactose. Lactose is sugar. That sugar is carb. But I'm literally having one cup of tea I'm going to have. And I don't see how that can affect me. It's a tiny amount of milk. I don't know. And I'm not drinking very much water, but I'm not, in fact, I'm not drinking any water. I'm not thirsty. I can't do it. I can't do it. So how I felt this morning was fine. I feel quite empty, quite light. I could probably go the whole day without eating anything. We'll see. I haven't weighed myself beforehand. I know what I weighed. I'm 2 stone overweight. I'm 2.5 stone overweight. I'm 11 stone something. And I didn't want to weigh myself beforehand because I'm not really necessarily doing this for weight loss, more for a reset, because my sugar addiction has gone out of proportion. So it's sort of a weight reset. Not a weight reset, it's sort of a taste bud reset, and to not think, oh God, I need a whole bowl of pasta. I don't need a whole bowl of pasta, do I, for God's sake? So I didn't weigh myself beforehand, but I do a weigh-in for Slimming World on either a Friday morning or a Saturday morning, depending on what I'm doing on the Friday night. And that will be the crux of it. I was 11 stone 7 on Friday. So we'll see. And then at the weekend I had a load of biscuits. I had a Chinese takeaway. I had Marmite rice cakes. So, you know, let's say I've put on another £4 on the weekend, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, so I'll be 11 stone 11 probably. You know, I didn't want to weigh myself, I'm in denial. Bye. Eggs are in, 12.14. So it's an ounce of cheese per egg. So I'm going to put in some cream cheese, and then I'm going to have that kind of cheese on top. What's it called? Cheddar. So that means, well, I think I'll have 2 ounces of each. Why not? That's an ounce of grated cheddar and 2 ounces of light mayo. Oh. No, it's not. It's an ounce of grated cheddar and 2 ounces of cream cheese. Then I'm going to put in a little bit of mayo because too much is too much. And I might have a piece of cheese on the side because it takes forever to grate and I think it might be too much. My ounce of cheese on the side. What I'm thinking I'm going to do after this is there's another variation of this egg thing where you have eggs for 2 meals and then the third meal is porridge, and you're allowed apples. So I'm thinking if I'm allowed porridge with apples, I'm probably allowed porridge with a pear. So what I might do is have the porridge, is have the eggs like I am having, and then for your dinner you have the porridge. So if I have my 4 eggs, say in the morning or whatever, that might be a way of transitioning out of this and back onto other food. So if I say did that for a day, like on the 4th day, and then the following day, then I could have something light, you know, for lunch and light for dinner. I could have porridge in the morning on the 5th day, and then have like a broth or something light with egg noodles and something light, like a broth with a bit of veg in, very well cooked, and some egg noodles or something along those lines. Not egg noodles, rice noodles. And dare I say it, a boiled egg. I can't bear the thought of eating any more eggs. If you put your eggs immediately into cold water as soon as you've cooked them, it's easier to peel them. Just a little tip. Here's my egg salad. Oh God, I don't know if I can. I'm going to have to eat it, otherwise it's a complete and utter waste of eggs. I feel sick. It's very easy to eat though, but I feel sick. Look at the state of this. The lunch that I had with the mayonnaise and the doodahs was surprisingly filling. So I've only got 4 eggs left. So I've put in 1/4 teaspoon of stevia into eggs and cream cheese, and then this is going to be a savoury scrambled egg, and then I'm going to make that omelette thing, that sweet omelette arrangement out of that, and my normal scrambled eggy thing out of that. And there's my cheese ready to go in. So I'm not hungry at all, nor am I thirsty. I've just had the so-called sweet omelette. 1/4 teaspoon of stevia I couldn't taste it at all. And now I feel sick. I haven't had any honey on it. And I've made a tiny cup of tea with almond milk, because almond milk hasn't got the carbs that cow's milk has got. But I just needed a cup of tea. So that makes 1.5 cups of tea. 1 green tea. And I'll have another green tea at bedtime. But scrambled eggs, but this time I've put in a tablespoon of mayo and a tablespoon of marge, and then I've got my 4 ounces of cheese. Bye. As soon as I start to eat this, I start to feel sick. The evening of day 3, I'm having my usual scrambled eggs just because it's easy. It's warm because it's quite chilly here today. That's 4 eggs. In here, I've got 2 eggs and 2 ounces of cream cheese. I forgot the cinnamon and everything yesterday. No wonder my thing was so bland. That's for my sweet pudding. This is 3 ounces of cheese, and that's 1 ounce of cheese to have on the side. That's to go with my 4 eggs. And then this is my last egg meal. Although tomorrow I think I'm going to do the 3 eggs at breakfast, 3 eggs at lunch, and a bowl of porridge in the evening, just as a transition. We'll see how that goes. And of course I'll be weighing in tomorrow, having weighed in today. We'll see if it works. I've got my views, as you know, and we'll see if it works. Hi everyone, it's the morning of day 4 of the egg fast. Excuse the state of me, I've got the gym in a moment. I've woken up with a terrible headache, really awful headache. So having my hair in a pony probably isn't the best thing, but there you go. I weighed myself yesterday, I was 6.5 stone. I weighed myself this morning, I was 11 stone 2.5. So initially I was thinking, this egg diet thing is a load of flange. You could just have a healthy eating thing and lose loads of weight in a healthy, sustainable, consistent way. But if you are in a plateau, if you have got an event to go to where if you could just lose a couple of pounds, you'd feel so much better. Your dress would fit you so much better, whatever, then I do recommend the egg fast diet. I had 10 eggs on the first day, 8 eggs on the second day, 10 eggs on the third day. I had between 1 and 2 cans of diet Pepsi, a couple of cups of green tea, and 1 real cup of tea with real milk, and then a mini cup of tea with almond milk in. And then on the last day I had a teaspoon of stevia type sugar thing. I had, I think, half a teaspoon within the batter for the sweet omelette, and then I had a teaspoon in the batter, and then I took a pinch and I sprinkled it on top with some cinnamon with a bit of butter on the top, and it was very pleasant, I have to say. Today I was thinking of doing, and the thing that I'm craving is fruit and something like a Chinese style broth with vegetables in it. Maybe some noodles, maybe not. In an ideal world I'd have an egg in it, but I don't know if I can face enough. I don't know if I can face another egg, and I haven't got any left. So my next idea is what's going to happen when in 2 days time, when I'm eating normally again, you know, a healthy thing. What's going to happen to my weight? Is it all going to come back on again, or will it have been fat that I will have lost? And just one more thing was, if you have got a sugar addiction or a food addiction. I've got a food addiction, and lately my sugar cravings have been horrific. So if you've got something like that, this is a very good way of resetting your taste buds. So that's my conclusion. My conclusion is, if you've got an event to go to, do it. Have 10 eggs, for God's sake, don't just have 6. Who can survive on 6 eggs a day? No one. Have 10 eggs. I mean, have as much cheese as the plan allows you to have. I didn't, I had a little bit less. Have as much butter as you can stomach. Drink a lot of green tea. I hardly drank any water. So if you've got an event to go to, it's a good idea. If you want to reset your taste buds, it's a good idea. How it is for sustainable weight loss going forwards, I don't know. I might do a little short in a couple of days, just to say, well, I weighed myself and I'm back to, or I weighed myself and I am still at. That would be great. And that's everything. So thank you very much for coming with me on my egg diet thing. And I'm going to have a bowl of porridge. I'm going to have a bowl of porridge with fruit on it, and I might have a banana milkshake made with almond milk and a banana, and that's it. On the side, and a cup of tea and a painkiller for my horrific headache. Bye everybody, thanks again. I hope I haven't waffled. I know I have. P.S. beware smelly breath. You are going to have a vile taste in your mouth and your breath is going to smell. That's that. Oh, porridge. I've got 42 grams of porridge, just normal oats that you get from the supermarket, with a little bit of coconut oil, 13 grams of flaked almonds, raspberries, blueberries and pears with a bit of milk on top. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. I can't wait.